Okay, so we're thinking here about molecules and their names and formulas. So what is the formula of the ionic compound formed between magnesium and Br? So magnesium has a 2+ charge and bromide has a single minus charge, so it's going to have to be C, MgBr2. What is the formula of the ionic compound formed between Ca and phosphorus? So calcium is a 2+ charge, phosphorus is a 3- charge, so it would have to be Ca3P2. What is the name of the SO3 2- ion? This is sulfite. This is one you're going to have to memorize because we're going to see it fairly often. What is the correct formula and charge for the chromate ion? That's CrO4 2-, also one you're going to want to memorize. Which of the following elements forms ions with two different valences? It's going to be iron. So iron forms Fe2+ and Fe3+. The correct name for CCl3 is carbon tetra. Oh, so it should be CCl4. It should be carbon tetrachloride, and that's a binary nonmetal compound. The correct formula for hydrogen telluride is H2Te. So Te is 2- from its position on the table, on the periodic table. The correct formula for dinitrogen tetroxide is N2O4. So dinitrogen is 2, tetroxide is 4. The correct name for S2Cl2 is disulfur dichloride. It's a binary nonmetal compound. The correct name for H3P is hydrogen phosphide. Molar mass of NH4 2s is closest to, think about N2H8s, so somewhere about 68, so that means C. How many atoms are in 12 molecules of glucose? So C6H12O6 is, if I want to think about that, 24 atoms. So if I've got 12 of those, 12 times 24 is 288. Calculate the number of atoms in 4.0 times 10 to the negative 5 grams of aluminum. So 4.0 times 10 to the negative 5 divided by 27 grams multiplied by 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atoms. Through dimensional analysis, that gets me 8.9 times 10 to the 17th. Which of the following samples contains the smallest number of atoms? In this case, divide by the largest molar mass, and so that would be D, 71 grams per mole. What is the mass of one molecule of octane? So one molecule is 8 times 12 plus 18, which is 114. So if I have one molecule divided by 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd, multiply by 114, that should give me 1.89 times 10 to the negative 22nd grams. What is the percent nitrogen by mass in ammonium carbonate, NH4,2CO3? So think N2H8CO3, so 28 divided by 96 times 100 is 29.16%. Of the following, the only empirical formula is HNF2. The compound consists of the following elements by weight percent. So we're going to assume 100 grams and figure out how many of each we have. So 3.33 for carbon and oxygen, hydrogen is 6.7. So the ratio of carbon to oxygen to hydrogen in the empirical formula is 1 to 1 to 2. Note the empirical formula is CH2O. An organic compound which has the empirical formula CHO has a molar mass of 232. Its molecular formula is C8H8O8. The way we know that is C plus H plus O, or 12 plus 1 plus 16 is 29. 232 divided by 29 is 8. When CaSO4, the hydrate, is heated, all of the water is driven off. If we have 34 grams of CaSO4, the molecular weight of 136 is formed from 43 grams of CaSO4, the hydrate. What is the value of Y? So in this case, we have to do some dimensional analysis. So we got to figure out the moles of our CaSO4, and then we can determine the moles of water. In this case, our hydrate is 2. Thanks again. Have a great one. Appreciate all your hard work.